Okay guys, I have a project ahead of me. I just bought like 10 albums and I am going to work on putting them, all my layouts away. I have multiple, probably 10 iris cases full of layouts that I have already separated to go into their respective albums. So I do a family album and then I do an album for each of my kids. And although I don't scrapbook chronologically, I do store my layouts chronologically. So I try not to get too like type A about that, and once in a while I just may stick a layout in there wherever it fits, wherever I have an open spot, but typically I do try to keep it in at least order by year and month, not necessarily day. But I figured, well, while I'm putting all of these away, maybe I would go through and show you some of my old layouts. So let me put my album over here. Let's see, let me get some page protectors out. Put those underneath me. So here we go. This was done in, well, the photo was taken, this is a photo from 2019 on Mother's Day. I'm not even going to be able to tell you what collections I use, so we'll just go with, you know, just kind of what I did. I know this was a die I had. I ended up getting rid of it because these just like pop up. Anyway, use some stickers, some things like that. And then this is one using an Amy Tan collection when we went to a Cubs game in 2019. And I know I have lots more photos because I have to do pictures from 2019 when we went to Rolling Stones concert at the same time frame that we went to the Cubs game, I believe. So I will probably leave a little space or maybe just add page protectors later on. That's the nice thing about having these top loading page protectors, because if you have to move things around or add something, you can do it, right? Okay, let me get the next couple. Next one is this one, me and my Sweet Bailey. This was from October 2019, and I did some mixed media here. This is using a stencil from Concord and 9th, and this is another stencil. So actually very, very little pattern paper on this one and lots of white space. I don't find myself scrapping this way as much, but going back to these old albums, it does kind of make me want to start going back to some of my old ways, right? That's the fun thing about looking at your old stuff and maybe starting to scrap lift yourself. That's probably what I need to do. Here's another one. This was a Jen Hatfield collection, and it is, again, November 2019, and did kind of a half of a pinwheel type configuration. I did some stitching on these leaves here, and just otherwise a very simple layout. Okay, this I'll put in here. Next one, this was a Paige Evans collection. This was November 2019, and I was baptized at my church, and I titled it My Faith Journey, and just a very fun kind of basic layout. Again, 2 simple embellishment clusters. So there's that one. This one I did lots of stitching. I stitched the title, Grand Canyon, and this was my mom when she was on an adventure, and this was her trip to the Grand Canyon. She sent me these photos, and these are some papers that I just tore, and this is an older photo play collection. So there's that one. All right. I'm noticing I'm noticing a definite change in my style. And my layouts right now seem to have not as much white space, for sure. And I tend to do things not on white cardstock anymore. This was Christmas 2019. And this centerpiece in the gold is a cut file. And then I fussy cut all of these trees. And I believe this was a Pink Fresh Studio collection that I used for that. So let's get that one going. I definitely have more photos from this Christmas. So I'm going to have to leave some space. Because this one was, I believe, from January, and it was kind of like my resolutions that I wanted to complete, you know, my resolutions for myself for that year. And sadly, I realized I don't have a date on this. So I'm going to set this aside and add a date. And I just took a picture of my bike, and it says intentional living, good things ahead. And I put, I want to get healthy by eating right and exercising, be more intentional. This is a picture of a calendar. And then these are little, this is Pink Fresh Studio, or no, Cocoa Vanilla Studio. Discover yourself, think different, see possibility everywhere. And then reading list, and I put, I want to spend more time in the Bible and grow closer to God. And then my title is I Am Limitless. I really love the idea of this layout. I do want to add the year on here. I think I'm going to just get some white. In fact, so let's just do it right now. Some white, like puffy. Let's see, this was 2020, so I'm gonna just do this. Put 2020 up. Yeah, these are too big. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. Here's another set of white letters. Might as well do it now while I have it out, right? Because I might never do it otherwise. We're just going to put 2020 on here. Luckily, I have 2 2s and 2 zeros. So at least I will know the year. I got into a really bad habit, you guys, of not dating my pages. And oh my goodness, when I was putting all these layouts away into their perspective like iris bins, so I knew what albums they were going to go in, I literally had to sit on my phone or my computer and look up every photo to find out what the month and year was. And I will not allow myself to do that again. It was not good. It was not good. It took forever. So lately I have really been I've been a lot better about that. Okay. Feel like this might be out of place. So here's a fun one. This is just using, I think, papers from my stash. This is super old. And it's the 3 puppies enjoying, we have a place called Pelicans, and they do like shaved ice, and they have ones for dogs. So enjoying a pup cup. Here is another one. This was from my anniversary in 2019, which would have been in September. So I'm obviously got a big gap of photos that are missing. So I'm gonna have to definitely leave some room in my album. But this I did using Distress Oxides and a stencil. And I stenciled the color on and then stitched in between the lines. I don't know if you can see that. This was a Paige Evans collection, I believe. I don't remember which one, but it was a fall collection for sure. I'm just gonna put these upside down and not necessarily put them into my album yet. This is a fun one. This is when my mom and I went to see Carrie Underwood, and we were right in the front in like the little pit area. I will never do that again because the stage was so high, we had to look up the whole time. But it was a very fun experience, but I definitely would not want to do that again. This was September 2019, titled Hello Front Roads. I used a flip flap, so there's a selfie of us. And then I need to add maybe some journaling here, which I haven't done yet. And then I just put a couple of pictures of Carrie in the concert. I love this page. I'm looking at it and it's like, seems so busy because of this background and everything. But the paper, which was Heidi Swapp, I feel like just worked brilliantly for this layout. So, man, it's really fun when things just work out, right? So fun. I really love how that turned out. Okay. Next, we have this cute little layout. And this might be one where I'm just kind of sticking it in there because I don't have a date, but that's okay. It's not really, doesn't really need a date as long as I'm in the right year. And I used Vicky Boutin. Not sure which collection it was though. And Cozy, I remember I hand cut these letters. That was kind of a thing I was seeing during that time. I think this was the Wander collection. I hand cut the letters, and then this love is from a die that I have. And then this is the specialty sheet at the bottom, these little vellum circles that I fussy cut. I really love that. Super cute. I'm going to go ahead and put it into the back of this page. And that is a picture of my husband and my son's dog. Okay, a few more here. Oh, I love this. Here's my sweet girl. This was her favorite toy. This was November 2019. And these were donut ephemera. I don't remember where I got them. But I tore the edges and peeled back this paper here to reveal this. I used this cut file. It says happy, and then just embellishments from my stash. Here is a Christmas layout. Now, I'm gonna have to look back and see if this was 2020 or 2019. This might be in the wrong order. But my sweet mother-in-law, she is so crafty, and this is her making her little Christmas crafts. Okay, so 2019. So these go in a different... Actually, this Christmas one was just early, is what I'm thinking. Because here's another Christmas layout. Here I used a stencil with, I don't know what I did there, but I did some sort of resist, I think. And I don't even know what collection this is. I think it's more of the Pink Fresh Studio collection. Same one as this, I believe. So we got that. This is another Christmas one. And I think those are gonna have to go here. Okay. Here's another fun one using gilding flakes. This is my dad and my sweet friend Joan, who I love so much. And she passed away several years ago. But I used double-sided tape and gilding flakes. So I use this pattern paper from Heidi Swapp, and then different sizes of double-sided tape, and then rub the gilding flakes on there, which it stuck to it, and then embellished in the middle. Love that. All right. Here is a fun snow picture. This is using crepe paper, I believe. And this was, we live in North Carolina, and we rarely ever get snow. We actually had a good amount of snowfall in this one. Super fun. Here was, oh shoot, I need to go back. That was not January 2020. It was 2019, the last one. Because here is my other one where I wanted to do, this was New Year's, and my goal was to write journaling on what my kind of resolutions were. Obviously, I never did it, so this is all a waste, but it looks cute, but it doesn't have journaling. This is where it's an example of do your journaling right away, because if you don't, 4 years pass by when you look at this layout again and you didn't do your journaling, and you're like me, and you don't even know what you were thinking back then in 2020. So I'm really sad about this because I would have liked to have had journaling on that, but obviously I don't. So that's okay. But this was New Year's, and this was using a Chamel collection, and I just put Make Your Heart Sparkle. So I did title that, or I did date that one though. So I need to go back because I think that other one was definitely not the right date. I love this one. I did this background using a stencil and Distress Oxides, and was using a Pink Fresh Studio collection. This is my husband and his mom, and this is in 2020. Super pretty. This one I noticed I just backed in the corner. I didn't back it all the way around. I don't know why. Here's another one using that fun Jen Hadfield collection, and another one of my husband and his dogs. And caught them all napping together, and it's so funny. They're just laying all over him, and I just titled this Nap Time. Use some wood veneer. Super fun. I do need to go back and kind of glue some of these down again. Okay. Here's last few. This was during quarantine, and this was a Pink Fresh collection, and we all did face masks together, my mom, 2 of my kids, and myself. So this was March 2020. Here's another COVID layout, just kind of documenting real life back then. And this was a COVID collection. It was either Simple Stories. I feel like it might have been Simple Stories. Anyway, there's that. This was my husband's 58th birthday. I love this layout. I did some mixed media on the background, and then did some strips of paper. Yeah, this was an American Crafts collection. I can't remember the name of it. So here is a fun puppy layout, and this was, I don't know if it was, it's not Doodlebug, it might be Bella Boulevard. And I found this title somewhere. First they steal your heart, then they steal your bed. And it's so true. So I thought this was really sweet. It says, happiness is a warm puppy, 3-dog night, cuddles, and dog lover. I love all the different fonts here with the title. All right, this is using Vicki Boutin, and this title I think is from an Amy Tangerine, this one as well, but some Vicki Boutin papers from Storyteller, I believe. And this is when we were just out on a walk together, my husband and I. That was in April 2020. This is my husband and his staff at the doctor's office, just messing around, acting like those cows when you tip them over, and this is what they do. 8:01. He posted this, or somebody posted this. 8:01 and no patients waiting. So anyway, they were all in, like, I don't know. I don't understand it, but I just have this. Seriously, this is just using strips of paper, and then that's it there. This is when we got caught in a downpour on the motorcycle, and I used the Pink Fresh Studio collection that has all of these crazy sayings. And this was some mixed media I did with a stencil, and I honestly, I love it for this layout because I feel like it looks kind of stormy and cool, but I don't remember how I did it, and I don't remember what products I used. I think I used Nuvo Glacier Paste in this yellow and green. Here is Mother's Day. This is me and my mama, and I don't remember the collection, but I loved the black accents of this. And I printed the photo in black and white. Really love how that turned out. This is when we went up to the mountains and saw all the fireflies. It was amazing. This was a this was a Close to My Heart collection that I used, and the pictures just don't give it justice, but we had to walk up into the mountains and quite a ways because you couldn't have any light at all, and it was very cool. Here's more on that as well. This was our hike up. Piggish National Forest, that's where we went. So this was the hiking we did during the day, and this is another flip flap here. But hiking we did during the day, and then it ended with the fireflies, which I don't know why I didn't just put this layout in the back here. Would have made more sense, wouldn't it? Okay. Oh, it's so fun kind of going down memory lane a little bit, isn't it? Okay, let me get this in. So I have, like I said, like 10 iris cases of layouts to put away. So if you guys enjoy this, let me know, because I will film the rest of them. If you find this boring, let me know that too, because I won't. Oh, I love this one. So this is just smeared mixed media paste in the background, and this is a cutout circle, and then I sewed around it. I don't know if you can see it. And these are all rub-ons around the outside. So I used this kind of text paper, newspaper print background, and then cut the hole in the middle and did some mixed media, and then the rub-ons. This would be, okay, I'm gonna definitely scrap lift this, because this would be a really fun one to do with like the 49 and Market butterflies. So I might have to leave a spot in my book, but leave this out because I think I want to scrap lift this. But this is my boys and my husband went on a fishing trip up in the mountains to trout fish, and I titled it Brothers Who Fish. Love that. So I'm going to keep this aside because I want to scrap lift that. I'm just going to make sure I leave a spot in my book for all the layouts. So anyway, that is it. That is what I've got out of one iris case. I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in my album, but I wanted to just share this with you because why not? It was fun for me to look through, and maybe it was fun for you. But leave me a comment below if you would like me to video the rest of my iris cases that I'm working on getting into albums, and I will do that for you. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye.